Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Galloping Major, and this is a Let's Play in the legendary tier British battleship HMS Conqueror. In fact, the only British legendary tier ship. Now, this is a tier 7 and legendary game of domination on shards. On the enemy team, we have a Fletcher, a Shimakaze, a Suzuyu, a Roma, a Tirpitz, a Richelieu, a Georgia, a Yamato, and an August von Parsifal. Out of those ships, I guess the Yamato and the Georgia and the Shimakaze are probably the largest concerns. The reason why I'm flagging the Georgia and the Yamato is because of the armour scheme of the Conqueror. She's plated all over, upper deck, upper bow and stern, sufficiently to ricochet 16-inch AP when angled. However, that does mean an 18-inch AP will be able to penetrate that. Furthermore, she does have quite a robust lower armoured belt, so that's really the only part of your ship which you can probably use to ricochet those incoming rounds, but your chances are slim. You're kind of hoping that they all land at the right spot. So I've spawned on the northern or left-hand flank, I guess you could say, and so what I'm doing is I'm just doing a bit of a wide berth around the objective. I'm being located every now and then, not certain if it's Shimakaze or not sure if it's Shimakaze or Fletcher, but looking at the torpedoes, that's on. Look at the minimap and look at the torpedoes. Their batches are 5, which would lead me to potentially believe that they are the Shimikazes. So it means we've probably got the Fletcher in here. I'm not spotted by the Yamato, which is cheeky. So we're going to use that on second floor. Fletcher's dropped a smoke screen. So I'm hoping to maybe catch the Yamato's broadside. Let's see what British AP can do here. Only 5,000 damage. Oh no, up to 8,000 damage on that one. Without knowing the location of the Fletcher, I'm not exactly feeling enthusiastic about pushing into the cap. Fletcher's left his smoke screen, but he hasn't been spotted as yet. And there's the Shimakaze spotted over in the centre. Considering the Yamato's moving away and we have the Fletcher, going to switch to high explosives. So there's high explosives on the Conqueror. It does have superior damage, and it also has a 48% fire chance as well, so there's a good chance it will always set a fire with every volley. If you consider that every shell's got a 48% chance, it only takes about 3 shells to guarantee a fire, I guess you could say. So we'll fire that out, and there's our fire. Now ideally I want to just keep the Yamato in range, but I don't want to be getting into range of the Richelieu, so I'm going to slow it down to 3/4 speed. Fletcher spotted, but I doubt I can actually get guns onto him in time. Yamato's also put his fire out, so we will take advantage of that, see if we can activate another fire, because he's already used his damage gun. So here comes the pain, and there's the fire. And now coming into range of the Richelieu, I might see if I can get another fire on the Yamato before I switch to the Richelieu. What I might do, yeah, there's the Richelieu even firing on me. Gonna fire that body off and switch to AP now. Now the 15-inch shells there, nicely bounced off. However, here comes the 18-inch shells and knocking out a turret and taking a huge chunk of my HP away. As it comes to be expected when you're practically overmatched. So we'll speed up to full speed now, make sure we can do some kiting. I suspect the Yamato wants to fire on us again. If not, we can always switch to the Richelieu. Now I did aim for the armoured belt, only tickling her. What was that? Only one overpen and one bounce. What was amusing? Oh, Yamato's turning broadside on. This is very advantageous. Now you note down at the bottom left, I've got about, probably say 12,000 HP that I can recover at the moment from a repair party, but I'm not going to use a repair party. The repair party on the Conqueror is incredibly effective. What you need to really do is probably repair somewhere in the region of about 25,000 HP. So what you're looking for is about 5 little green bars on the bottom left before you go hitting that repair party. So that's why I'm never really in a rush to use a repair party. Now I'm going to aim for the same area, same deck line of the Richelieu, and see where we get with that. And probably keep it partially angled against the Yamato, I'm thinking. Because she's turning broadside onto me. She hasn't got turrets on me as yet. She will do soon, but I should be able to fire this volley first. Oh, she's gone. Switching back to the Richelieu. Again, aim for that deck level, and this time we're going to switch to HE after this volley, because he's starting to turn. Because the Richelieu, although she's turning nose in, she's also only got 32mm armoured belt, so that should be able to really hurt her with the high explosives. As you see, we now have enough for the repair party, so we're going to activate that repair party and reprint half the ship. Richelieu's now coming forward, firing off HE, going to tuck it back in and get that AP loaded. Ideally what I want is I want the Richelieu to probably think, oh, he's going to keep spamming high explosives. That might be enough if I go for the deck line. And then if I tuck it in, hopefully the friendly ships will be able to spam her to death. And get that rudder turning the other way. And we get rid of it, there we go. There's the August Passport, and there's a Georgia. Probably going to go for the August Passport if we can, because that's going to be the biggest issue. Now we are on fire, but I've also got a repair party on the way, I guess you could say. So we're not exactly in a rush to use that, because all fire damage can be healed. So that's another great advantage of the Conqueror. You don't have to, when it comes to basically high explosive damage and fires, it's only really if you're getting focused that you're probably going to be concerned. There goes the August Parcel, and that's the end of the game. That's a bit of a shame. That definitely had a bit more legs in it. We could have chewed the Georgia up a little bit more, but hopefully I've been able to position myself well enough with the effort I put in with the Conqueror. Managed to do 117,000 damage, 65 hits on target for that game, getting 3 fires and killing 1 enemy ship with 5 secondary hits as well, quite randomly. Coming 4th on the team, 2nd best battleship, so can't really complain about that. Seemed to do quite well on our flank. Maybe I could have flexed in on the Fletcher, but that would have potentially put my ship at risk from a crossfire from the Yamato and point blank torps from the Fletcher. So I think maybe taking the slightly safer route around the island. It did work out better for us at the end of the day there. Economy wise, managed to walk away with a profit of 27,000 credits. But that is with a premium account and an epic credit booster, which improves my earnage by 40%. So without either of those, I would have probably made quite a substantial loss. That's the problem with Legendary Tier. If you have one of these games where one team rolls over the other team, the winning team doesn't really get rewarded for their gameplay, because the game just doesn't go on long enough for them to get the points that they need in order to get the economy that they need. So with Legendary Tier, I'd always recommend a epic credit booster. and I'd always, if you can, have a premium account for it. Otherwise it will cost you money, and therefore if you are going to legendary tier, except you will lose money. But all in all, I'm quite happy with that, and I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. And I say thank you to all the subscribers and the patrons. Down in the description is the commander build and the ship modules used during this Let's Play, along with the link to Patreon if you want to support the channel. Patreon is a non-monetized channel, and the email address for the channel if you want to send in any of your own game captures to feature on the Monday Spotlight video. I'd also like to say again thank you to the patrons. This was a patron requested video. This was the secondary one. It wasn't a definite gonna happen, but I've managed to crack on and get it done, and all the patrons' names will be appearing on the end screen. Until next time, I'm the Galloping Major, and back to the port.
Hey, hey, clear the way, here comes the Galloping Major. Bumpity, 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 bump. Get out of the way there, you fellows, unless you want me to run you down. I guess this is the life. Now, hey, hey, clear the way, here comes the Galloping Major.